Okay, so what I've done is I finished putting all those fillets in, and now what I want to do is make sure everything kind of fits together. So I'm going to kind of rotate around these pieces. You notice I deleted those other rectangles because I don't need them anymore. So what I'm going to do is take this piece and just kind of move it in and see if it fits. So I'm going to just take it, got to select the corner and just drag it in. And it fits in really well, and you see how those vectors, when they are cut, they're going to fit in really well. So that's good. This one, I flipped around, so I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees a couple times. So I'm going to go to the rotate tool, and I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees, and I'll go by the center point of it. So 90 degrees, hit apply one more time, and you'll notice what I can do now is I can see if it fits in there, and that fits. That looks good. And I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees again because I want to see if it fits here. So I'm going to go to the rotate tool. I'm going to rotate it minus 90 now because I want it to go the other direction. And then I can just take this and move it and see if that fits. And that does too. And you notice that they're lined up really well. And you see how these are the same height because they're going to go down. Remember, this is a ½ inch thick. So the only thing we got to do now is duplicate. We've got two sides, right? I can take this and kind of rotate it that way too, but I want to make sure it's, I always like to use the keypad instead when I rotate things. So I'm going to go 90 degrees and hit bam, and that's good. I'm going to actually copy this and paste it and move it. So now I have this side goes here, this one goes here. And then I'm going to take this one and copy it and paste it and move it. And now that one's set. So really this is ready to go. But you notice how much of the template that I used. You have a 20 by 20 inch grid, right? So I want yours much bigger than I made mine. But mine is just to kind of show you the process of what you want to do. So these look good. I have to have some spacing between parts. The reason I'm kind of moving them around a little bit is because if they're too close, the drill bit will cut into the other ones when the router is moving around. So I'm going to kind of leave them like that. Okay? Now, the next thing you got to do is toolpath. So I'm going to go over to my toolpaths, and I'm going to select all of them because it's a simple cut. So I'm going to select them all. Go to my toolpaths. I'm going to do a profile toolpath. I'm only going to go down, so it's a ½ inch thick. So if we go down to 0.65, that should cut all the way through it. I'm going to use my downcut bit, so make sure it's 57-910. It's going to take 3 trips around. I want to cut on the outside right, and then offset. I want you to type in minus 0.01. That's going to make everything a little bit bigger because this thing is so accurate that if you do it right, it'll be so tight it'll be hard to push in. So this, when you do a negative offset, makes the pieces a little bit smaller. And then I can go down here and hit calculate. It's warning me that I'm going to cut through it. That's fine, I don't mind. And that's my toolpath. So now I can actually save that toolpath to the cut file. I'm going to also save it over here. So I'm going to do a save as, and this is going to be, let's see, last name's Lee, first initial C, and then this is for my 2A, or actually 4A class, 4A, and we'll call it press fit. And now that file will be saved as a VCarve file. And then I'm going to toolpath it here. Before I do that, I can click here and find out how long it's going to take to cut. It's only going to take 3 minutes because it's so little. And you want to use all this space, not just one little corner like I did. So I'm going to hit File and make sure this is checked. Output all visible toolpaths to one file, and then hit Save Toolpaths to File. And I want to call it the same thing. So I'm going to call it Lee C4A press fit. I'm going to take off the .crv because it's going to be a .shb, a ShopBot file. And there it is. That's ready to print. So that's how you're going to do this press fit box. But you're going to make it much bigger. You're going to use this whole space. Okay? So that's it. That's a press fit organizer.